This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of... The Bulls ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Owls headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So USF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. James Simon, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Hauls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The short hands, it's Parks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He goes right back to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. Makes one man miss. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Run in the red zone, it's Simon. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. But now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Quarterback keep. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Now it's 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Florida.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Handoff from the shotgun. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Bulls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ware. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To the air on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
I like the aggressive nature by this defense. They've got the opponent backed up on the goal line. They're going to send the blitz, try to get an extra guy in on the pass rush, and they get home, getting the safety.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Here's the return. Can't get him to the ground. This USF offense will open this drive right here. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Akbar. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Looking for space. It's Simon. Got enough for the first. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Parks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they're able to get him on the ground. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on second down. Grab near the marker is Ware. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it on the option. There's a crease. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Breaks into the open. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Right on the money. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mooney. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 29. Tight end now in motion. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Makes the catch and he's free.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Pulls and fires complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Simon. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw finds the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in there. Snags it, and he's open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Under fire. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. Takes the easy one to the back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 20 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Mustangs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now back to your game in Boca. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. There he goes. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Porter. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Wants to keep it in the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Bulls have it with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going with the counter play here. Touchdown, Bulls! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. The give out of the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Mooney.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Owls have moved it inside the 20. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy completion. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as return is stopped short of the 25. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking for space. It's Young. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Simon. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The give. Touchdown Bulls, and the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Zings it complete to the right.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mooney. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Oh, they're after him.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The run inside. It's Simon. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the move.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it on the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Young. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Got it looking for the 1st down. Makes the grab in their space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going to lose a yard on that one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.